Let's take a look at how to use the SQL row number function. The row number function is a window function that assigns a sequential integer to each row within the partition of a result. The number starts with 1 for the first row in each partition. Now the syntax that you'll use for the row number partition is as follows. You'd first provide the row number keyword, then an open and close bracket. Then you'd provide the over keyword, and in brackets you have two inputs that are taken, however only one is required, and that would be the order by. The order by is required in using the row number function, and the partition by is optional. Now the order by dictates the order in which the data will be displayed, and the partition by is what would be used to group the data that you'd want to have the order displayed in. Let's take a look at this in practice to get a better understanding as to how the function truly works. So today we'll be looking at our exam results table. So we'll do a select statement on that to see the records that are present. So as you can see, we have 21 records present in this table that has 3 columns. We're going to use the row number function on this particular table to display the marks in descending order. So we'd have the mark with the highest value at the top, and we would want the row function to be able to create a new listing ranking the items from 1 all the way down to 21 with the highest score at the top. So in writing out our statement, it would look something like this, where we'd start off with our select keyword, the name of the columns that we want to have displayed, and then we'd utilize the row number function. And as we've seen, we have the row number keyword and then the open and close brackets. Then we have the over keyword, and we are using the required input, which is the order by, and we're ordering by marks in descending order. And the column will be named row number. So now we're going to highlight and execute, and our outcome should be a 4th column added where the marks is ordered in descending order, and we'll have a sequential number present going from 1 to 21. Our result is as expected. We have the marks displayed from highest to lowest, and the row number has now created an additional column with the values being listed from 1 to 21. In utilizing the partition by, where it would be able to group the data so that we're seeing the numbers based off of the subject or whatever grouping that we determine. So if we're interested in seeing all English scores together, then all the math scores and the science scores, we'd utilize the partition by. So let's include that in our statement. And we'll be listing the column that we want to do the partition by, in this case subject. And we're going to execute. So what we're seeing now is it has listed the information based off of the subject and ranking it all the way down. So in English, we have the highest score, then we have maths in the highest score, and then we have science with the highest score, and they're all having your own ranking number present. So no longer is it showing it from 1 to 23, sorry, 1 to 21. It is showing it based off of the grouping and ranking it based off of that grouping. So this is a quick way of how to use the row number function in SQL. Key takeaways. The row number function is utilized by first providing the row number keyword with an open and close brackets, immediately following by the over keyword, and then in brackets you would have to provide at minimum the order by clause that would determine the order in which the data would be represented for the row number to create its sequence. And the optional input will be the partition by, which would allow for you to group by a particular column so that you're able to rank or create that row number based off of that partition or grouping.